get 100 M's, nigga. I ain't kidding.
Facts. Homemade TV. Hustles on the mission every day. And we in the lit house. Make sure you keep the light within you shining bright, you feel me? And always do it capital and create a positive impact today and later. Fuck them haters. Get your paper straight like that and never forget, real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Hoe ass niggas gonna talk about it and fuck niggas gonna hate regardless. I promise you that. And without any further ado, I'm just gonna get into this shit. A little bit of R&R here. Get you some rest and relaxation with a real nigga reaction here on Home Eating TV in the lit house. Everyday shit media. Straight like that. And they say, is it beef between Mase and Cam? Man, Mase is a pastor, man. Mase ain't got no beef with nobody, man. But if you ain't know, an analyst on the show for Cam and Mase, it is what it is. Stat Baby. It's her name. Voiced her opinion on something that involved academics in some type of way with some type of female. But anyway, Akademiks responded in his own special way of academia. And you know what I'm saying? Said, fuck all the warnings and fuck your warnings, ain't no warning, because them niggas put out some shit about they put out some shit about well, Stat said something, then Academic said something to Stat about the shit. And then they responded back to the shit. Like, it ain't gonna be none of that, know what I'm saying? Let this be the warning or whatever. And Academic was basically like, fuck your warnings, nigga. If it's like that, fuck a warning, nigga. Just do it how you feel when you see me. So in his own academia way, he spazzed out on them boys. But anyway, I don't know, man. So we finna see what else happened in this whole situation with them. With Mase. So apparently Mase had DM'd them and he ain't see it. And that's what we're reacting to at this moment. That's what we're gonna react to. We're gonna react to him getting this message and how he responds to it. So we're gonna react to the message Mase sent and the response by this motherfucker here, man.
Mase hit me yesterday. I didn't even see. I'm gonna read exactly what his message is. You know, I like to keep it open. Mase says, neither you, I, nor Cam, or anyone else keeps up with what people who work for us do outside their job. So that's her own personal view. Okay? She had the right to speak as a woman. So they talking about Shorty, the Treasure Wilson. And to receive her own consequences alone for her actions. Next time I'd ask you, give me a call if you're gonna hold me accountable. All right, so I never seen this. So I never seen this.
Yeah, man. Now take that shit back what you was saying.
I'll tell you what I'm typing. I'm typing some shit to him.
Like, damn, man, my bad. I said some shit. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I ain't see this. I ain't see this before I said that shit. Just let you know.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them.
So we're going to figure out
I'm Noah Rosen, founder and owner of...
when he actually got the message from that nigga.
I'm going to read both messages. I bet. All right, let me read this Mase message. Mase said to me, neither you, I, nor Cam, or anyone else keeps up with what other people do outside of work. Neither you, I, nor Cam, or anyone that works. Wait, Jesus Christ, am I drunk? Neither
Yeah,
you,
a little bit.
I nor Cam, or anyone else keeps up with what the people who work for us do outside their job. So that's her personal view. Okay. And by the way, I agree. That's her personal view, but that's why I didn't violate her. I didn't want to, like, I could just be like, yeah, I'm going to just violate you. But I told her, I say, yo, I like Cam and Mason. I know it's going to spill over there. I don't want to do that, Shorty. That's what I said. He said, so she had the right to speak as a woman and to receive her own consequences. I agree, which I'm telling you, I don't respond nicely to nobody. My favorite thing in the world is when people overstep, I call them out of their names and I go on 100. I didn't do it with Treasure Wilson because of Cam and Mace. And maybe I shouldn't have brought them up either, but just to be clear, I said, I'm not going to go crazy on you because of Cam and Mace. So, because what Mace seemingly is telling me is she had the right to say what she wanted, but she going to receive her own consequences. So this whole thing where I look on the Instagram and I'm seeing it is what it is saying, yo, Ak, what's cracking? You better chill the fuck out or we lit. I'm like, whoa, wait, hold on. Calm down. Let's just calm it down real quick. Anyway, he said, next time I'd ask that you give me a call if you're going to hold me accountable. So Mace is saying he's not accountable. And Mace, I apologize for that, my brother. I thought that account was under y'all direction. I thought it was under y'all direction when I seen that. From the bottom of my heart, I thought it was under y'all direction. I've said this publicly. I love Cameron. I love Mace. Me and you, we've had personal conversations. I've seen you hit me up at times when you saw these other bitch-ass media niggas trying to link up or get at me, and you're like, man, I'm glad how you defended yourself. And I respected that. So I was just like, okay, I appreciate you knowing my resiliency. Y'all have talked about me nice. I've talked about y'all nice. When I seen this whole like, oh, this is your last warning, I'm like, whoa, like I couldn't tell what that was. So I had to respond. But, you know, and I think it probably goes both ways. Just like how he's saying, I would appreciate if you would hit me up. I would appreciate before like an official page for y'all podcast get at me that y'all would as well just be like, yo, make sure the hosts are on board, because here's the thing. Cam and Mace hold weight in this world. I could have said some crazy shit to her, but if we then get to, okay, now I got to go at Cam and Mace, I got to go with Cam and Mace. So it was insinuated that Cam and Mace, because they're the show or they're the other two people on the show with her, that they was going to trying to flame it up. I bet. Let me see. I'm reading this. I don't know. Why did I see this yesterday? He says, until then, remember what people say about you don't mean that's who you are. It means that's how they think you are. Lies and slander don't work on truly blessed people. You're blessed.
Facts.
Mace, I love
Facts.
you. And by the way, Mace, I sent you my number too. So you could have texted me that too. I don't know why. I just seen this today. It says, oh, I gotta read what I said because I like to keep it all the way transparent. Right? Why this only popped up now?
Because you were talking shit.
Yesterday. It says yesterday at 2:50 a.m. So it's like close to 3 a.m. Let me tell you what I just said. 5:41. By the way, this is all, you know, I'm not capping. Mace. Okay.
Don't show that man number like that.
I just saw this. Peace and love.
I know that.
The internet was going crazy.
I
love you and Cam, and couldn't believe they was putting me to respond to y'all. The Breakfast Club girl called me a liar. I wanted to defend myself, but of course, I'm not the most liked. So they wanted you guys to go at me. I'm gonna keep typing because of Treasure. I had no problem with Shorty. I had no issue with her, and tried to dismiss it. I thought the brand account or podcast account was both you and Cameron stance on the entire issue, not maybe some employees who worked for you guys defending. Her which I understand. All right. Okay. My number is above. Text me. We can always talk. Cool. Transparent. Y'all know me. I'm the most transparent nigga out here, bro. Y'all clown me for shit, and some of the shit y'all clown me for, it might be true. Whatever. But like, I'm gonna always keep it 100. All right. Shout out to Mase. W Mase. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't want to get into it with Cam and Mase anyway, and this shit was gonna hurt my heart. And I was actually waiting for a response from them. I'm like, I told you how much I looked up to Cam. I don't want to ever go with Cam. I love Mase. Me and Mase, like, just watching even how Mase demeanor to certain shit, I've really fuck with Mase. And I don't really want y'all to like put me against it. But then I know how the internet works, and I know who I am, right? Like, number one, I would have had to go with them. Here's the reason why I got to go with them. Because if I don't go with them,
Internet
if they
beef.
said something like, quote unquote, checking me in terms of this is your warning, y'all gonna say, oh, act you pussy. You said something about this girl, and as soon as the men came in, you ain't saying nothing no more. So you know what I did? I said, I bet I gotta go get prepared for 10 rounds with Cam and Mase. Because at the end,
this comes back to my original analysis of this nigga, because he never gave a fuck about somebody calling him pussy before. This is the nigga that's saying, ain't this the leader of the Pussy Nigga Association? Ain't this the leader? Ain't this the leader of the Pussy Nigga Association or not? Didn't he create the term Pussy Nigga Association? Isn't he the founder of the? I never, nigga, what? So you switched up, so his whole shit switched up. He's not pussy no more. Y'all not finna play him like he pussy. He ain't going out like that. None of that shit. I ain't heard him say that shit in a while. Nothing. Y'all, he must be like, hey man, we trying to X that out. You trying to wipe that from his record. I don't know, but I ain't heard that shit in a while. And like, he like, y'all, if I did that, y'all would have said I was pussy. Nigga, since when did you give a fuck?
the end of the day, I wasn't gonna go back and forth with her. I said what I said, but when I felt like they was coming in, I'm like, all right, me and Cam and Mase gonna go 10 rounds. Fuck it. Bro, I don't like pick and choosing. And I know y'all little narratives. Oh, I can only do this with women. All right, bet. So forget Lauren, because I already ethered her. I don't gotta respond to the Breakfast Club girl no more. Treasure, I'm not gonna really go back and forth with her. I was just trying to say, like, why are you picking sides? Just chill out, shorty. Then I thought Cam and Mase was just like, nigga, yo, bro, you talking to our co-host, like, nigga, we'll violate you, nigga. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna look like a hoe now if I'm like, oh, nah, I love y'all too much. All right, bet, let's get it. And I'm glad it's not that, because I do like these guys. But yeah, y'all know the whole truth. It is what it is, bro. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, I'm actually
No pun intended.
I do fuck with Cam and Mase. Somebody said 10 rounds. Pause. I know we just talked about Diddy, but what's up? All right, chat. We good. Cam and Mase. Listen, you're right. I think it goes both ways. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. I think it goes both ways. Mase, I could have hit you directly because we've had conversations. I could have hit you directly, but y'all could have hit me directly too, because it just came from the "It Is What It Is" page. So I'm thinking it's both of y'all. I'm really thinking, or it's one of y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, Cam's such a slick talker. I be thinking it's Cam. Cam is a shit starter, bro. So I'm like, oh damn.
It probably was Cam.
You can't be a bitch and respond to her, and as soon as Cam respond to you, you're like, oh my god, I love Cam too much. All right, it's gonna hurt me, but fuck it, let's do it. So anyway, all right.
It probably was Cam, man.
I think
Mase probably had shit to do with that shit. It probably was all Cam.
Somebody said, "Act."
And
You just talk shit to make money. This is pro wrestling.
Facts.
I love Cam and Mase though, bro. Yo, it's easy to go at niggas that I don't like. Like, well, if they have some relevance.
It's easy to go at niggas that
more
got
than
some
niggas
shit
I
to
like.
talk about. Niggas got a long history of shit.
Somebody
you
said,
bring
Blaze,
up.
yeah, because I like them guys.
You don't give a fuck. You gonna go through the files. You gonna
That's
do the
all,
research.
like, I had to make the hard decision. I'm like, all right, prep for 10 rounds. However, I kind of still want to watch their show. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, I am happy because I like them. But yeah, I'm glad. I am glad. I'm glad. So you call it whatever you want to call it. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay, Mase, I love you. Cam, I love you. Even though the post felt like it was Cam typing, I'm like, oh my god, Cam is too slick with the mouth. Pause. No Diddy, literally. Okay, all right. Somebody said, "Act, you just be sensitive." No, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like I just try to defend myself, dog. Just let me defend myself. Feel me? And Treasure Wilson, I got no problem with you, girl. I got no problem with that. I know Lauren might be a friend. I understand that. But you could sit this one out. That's what I was saying. Just sit this one out. And I'm not gonna I might constantly violate Lauren because she was out of pocket. But with me and you, I got no problems with you. And I do have some respect for you because you on a show that I fuck with and I like Cam and Mase. Okay? So I'm gonna just leave it there. I think we cool. And back to the bullshit. All right, let's go. So former Fed explains why the Diddy trial. Okay, so this is Myron explaining right here. Chat, can we say W? Hey, chat, everybody who's watching, go show some love to Mase. Everybody go to his Instagram. Just be like, yo, Mase. W Mase, appreciate you for clearing that up with Act. Because, also, I watched the audience. And a lot of the audience was just like, yo, bro, we like this girl. She's a very likable figure. We like Cam and Mase. I watch their content. They clearly watch mine. I'm not trying to be beefing with everybody, honestly, bro.
They were definitely gonna get on your.
I know some of y'all think that's just my thing.
It was gonna cause a divide. It was definitely gonna cause a
okay?
divide in the beginning of your
please,
demise.
Show Mase some love. Tell him that I appreciate him. Okay.
It was definitely gonna cause a divide in the beginning of your demise, man. It wouldn't have been the complete demise, but it would have been a beginning. You would have seen all type of fuck shit just happening for no reason. You see, you just got swatted, right? All right, you think this a coincidence? Niggas think that shit a coincidence. That shit is not a coincidence, man. That shit be funny as fuck. Yeah, man. Shout out that boy. They is not beefing, like I said, though. Yeah, man. Yeah. What else we doing? What else on this bit? That boy wanted to let off an atom bomb though. He was ready to go. He was ready for all the smoke with them boy. That boy talking about 10 rounds. Shit, nigga. That shit wouldn't have went that long. Cause them niggas wasn't finna pay no attention to that shit. Them niggas ain't know nothing about that shit at all. That bit funny. It's funny as hell watching your kids sleep, right? Seeing them be so damn peaceful. Knowing when they get up in a couple hours, they're gonna be a motherfucking tornado in human form and shit. Exactly what my daughter is, a motherfucking tornado in human form. Fucking everything up. Anonymous hero donates hospital 200 human kidneys. How the fuck you even have 200 human kidneys to donate? Where the fuck you even get 200 human kidneys from? What kind of anonymous donor would? How do they do that? Hold on, bro. This nigga just threw a bag of kidneys at. I know damn well this nigga.
The secret benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist sought no fanfare and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this is obviously very skilled with a knife, and it looked to me like they've done this before maybe hundreds, thousands of times.
The secret benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last.
The secret benefactor
Man, what?
delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist sought no fan.
So 200 kidneys, so fresh they had to be removed within those 24 hours, was just thrown and dropped off at the door of a hospital, and they not worried about where the fuck they come from. They not mentioning nothing about where it come from, where it came from, or who the fuck the person was that brought it. That nigga not under investigation or nothing. It wasn't no organization that brought it with no paperwork signing shit over. Do you know how expensive kidneys is, nigga? Any organ, nigga. 200 kidneys is equivalent to about $3 million or something. If I'm not mistaken, bro. That shit is equivalent to about 3 something plus million, bro. And ain't nobody worried about where the fuck the shit come from. The fuck? That shit don't even sound right.
The benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist sought no fanfare and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this is obviously very skilled with a knife, and it looked to me like they've done this before, maybe hundreds, thousands of times. We are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technicians have been working overtime to sort through the massive donation.
They left a note in the bag that indicated they might be making more additional donations in the future.
We're just really touched, and we hope this really inspires others to be as generous. We are especially in need of hearts, lungs, and brains.
The secret benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen.
That's my dog, man. That's my dog. But bitch, I'm not going nowhere, and I'm not stopping none of my shit for nobody no more, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I lost my grandma. I ain't doing that shit for none of you niggas no more, bro. This shit about me. I ain't giving a bitch. I ain't doing nothing. No, nigga. No, nigga. If I don't feel like doing that shit, I'm not doing it, nigga. That shit ain't about nothing. I'm not doing it, nigga. I'm not doing it.
Here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist sought no fanfare and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this is obviously very skilled with a knife, and it looked to me like they've done this before, maybe hundreds, thousands of times. We are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technicians have been working overtime to sort through the massive donation.
They left.
Hold on.
4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
Amazing
The
gift.
philanthropist sought no fanfare and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this is obviously very skilled with a knife, and it looked to me like they've done
The
this before,
philanthropist.
maybe hundreds, thousands of times.
They call him a
The
philanthropist,
secret benefactor.
but they don't even know who the fuck it was. A philanthropist. How the fuck you know? Because he dropped off human kidneys, fresh human kidneys that you bitches don't even know, have no reservations for. Y'all just happy y'all got them for y'all patients. Y'all ain't wondering where the fuck they come from. Like, you know, this is 200 people that possibly dead, bitch. At least 100 people that's possibly dead. Y'all just talking about this shit like.
Actor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist sought no fanfare and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this is obviously very skilled with a knife, and it looked to me like they've done this before, maybe hundreds, thousands of times. We are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technician.
GDG today?
The secret benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist sought no fanfare and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this is obviously very skilled with a knife, and it looked to me like they've done this before, maybe hundreds, thousands of times. We are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technicians have been working overtime to sort through the massive donation.
They left a note in the bag that indicated they might be making more additional donations in the future.
We're just really touched, and we hope this really inspires others to be.
Man, inspires. Did y'all see the bitch pull the hat out the bag with the kid? Y'all ain't see? They pulled the hat out the bag with. They pulled the hat out the bag with the kidneys, man. What the fuck? Man, and this they just so happy. Like, what the like?
Talk about durable. This baby can take rain, snow, and
The secret benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4.
Oh, hold on, man, because I just cannot believe. Look, this is a clear example of how they can market a story for it to be viewed as they would like it to be viewed. They're making this a positive case, which I understand. It's very positive. It can help save a lot of people's lives that was on the wait list and all the other shit, right? In which they actually just gave the fucking hospital $3 million. Let's do the math right. Where the fuck is my other phone? Where my phone? Where is my phone? My other phone. I don't know where my other phone is right now, but it's all right. I can use this phone right here. It's all right. I like using my other. Where the fuck is my other phone at? That shit gonna piss me off. But let's see how much one human kidney is worth. I imagine it's about $20,000. Let's see how wrong. Let's see how close I am. How much does one human kidney cost? It is illegal and unethical to buy or sell human organs, including kidneys, in the United States, most countries worldwide. It states here. Y'all showing me the legality of it. All right, I know what I gotta say. I know what I gotta say. How much is a human kidney worth in America? It is important to clarify that selling human organs, including kidneys, is illegal in the United States. The National Organ Transplant Act prohibits the transfer of human organs for valuable consideration. However, the illegal black market for organs does exist, driven by a desperate need for transplants and the shortage of legally donated organs. Estimates of black market kidney prices vary widely. So the black market basically is saying 50,000 to 150,000, even some cases and shit like that, 250 bands, right? But legally and all the other shit, you obtain that shit through a legal source in America, it'll be about 20 bands for you. You feel me? So, and when I say like for the kidney, it's not even really for the kidney. It's probably just to move your name up a list to get the shit. You feel me? So, and then you got to have a donor that match. You can't just have any donor. You gotta have a matching donor. And that's another. That's why shit's so expensive, right? So if I got, look, it's talking about 400. The average cost of a kidney transplant in the U.S. is estimated to be around $446,800. Damn. So it's $500,000 just for a kidney transplant procedure. Just for the procedure, nigga. That's not even including the kidney, nigga. Yeah, that's not even including the kidney. So yeah, you coming out more than a half a M for a kidney. Y'all stop drinking that bullshit. Y'all stop drinking liquor so much. God damn, I was just finna take a shot. I was just finna take a shot. And I still am, bitch. I'm young. I gotta take care of myself, man. I eat watermelon all the time, all type of shit. I be detoxing and shit. I'm way more healthy than a lot of motherfuckers. Look, I bet you can't even guess my real age, bitch. I bet you can't guess my real age, bitch. Look, I look younger than everybody that was in my goddamn class. I still got all my teeth and everything. It was still white. I ain't stressed about nothing, bitch. I got all my hair, bitch. Yo, they be talking about my shit, my hairline and shit, right? I got a big ass forehead. Nah, bitch, this from braids. This from years of getting braids when I was too young and shit. So my forehead a little bigger than it should be, a bitch. Crazy, man. Anyway, my shit ain't receding and I'm good. But, bruh, so do the math on that, right? 200 kidneys, and we going at the lower, we going at the legal price, low amount, 30,000. So boom, you got 200 of these motherfuckers, right? You got 200 that was just dropped off times 30,000 a piece, nigga. That's not even including. That is $6 million. That's 6 M's. That's 6 M's. That's 6 M's. That's on the low end, 6 M's for 200 kidneys. On the low end, 600 M's for 200 kidneys, nigga. On the low end, nigga. 200 kidneys. $6 million. Anonymous donor. And you know how they be having all these stories about missing people in containers, missing kids. They talk about McDonald's and like containers full of kids, and it'd be these news stories of trucks, Coca-Cola truck full of kids and different shit like. And they talking about anonymous donor. They praising the donor like they so happy about those 200 kidneys because they're not attached to the people where they came from. But the question is, if they're that fucking fresh, as the doctor said, as it looks like they were cut out within the 24 hours, how many fucking people got their shit removed within that fucking 24 hours? How many people died as a result to that in those 24 hours? You know what I'm saying? Like, they not even concerned about that shit. Like, oh man, them people probably been dead. They just got this shit. The kidney was just cut out at that time. Man, that
4
shit.
a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
Like, listening to this shit. All right,
The philanthropist sought no fanfare and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this.
Yeah, because he like, bitch, you got 200 kidneys and you dropping it off at a hospital. We think motherfuckers ain't got questions. Where the fuck these kidneys come from? These is 200 human kidneys. And they not even searching for the nigga. They, or at least they not reporting it like they searching for the nigga. Man, this is the license. We looking for this type of car. If you see it around the neighborhood, you know, it's people be missing in basements and shit around in everybody neighborhood that they never knew. It be people locked up in a house for 10, 15 years. Don't never come outside. Like, this don't know shit. Like, people be real deal hostages to their peoples and their family and to other motherfuckers that just found them or took them away from whoever, you feel me? Like, and them motherfuckers just not concerned about shit. They just so happy. The news is just promoting this like this is a good gesture. Like, we need more motherfuckers out here just snatching up people, cutting their shit out. They know how to cut their shit out and bring it for everybody else that's paying money. Come donate us some shit so we can make some free money. Y'all ain't
Is obviously very skilled with a knife,
man,
and it
this
looks to
shit.
me like they've done this before, maybe hundreds, thousands of
This
times.
shit,
We are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technicians have been working overtime to sort through the massive donation.
They
Look
left
at this
a note in the
shit.
bag.
Look at the hat coming out the bag, man. Look at this motherfucking hat coming out this bag, man. Y'all not finna say y'all don't see this motherfucking hat coming out this motherfucking bag. Look at this shit, man. Man, y'all can't see that shit. Look at this shit, man. Man, y'all still can't see that shit. Look at this shit, man. What the fuck, bro? Bruh. Bruh. Man, that's somebody hat that own them kid that owned a couple of them kidneys in there, man. The hat's out the bag. The hat's out the
Indicated they
bag.
might be making more additional donations in the future.
We're just really touched, and we hope to.
And look what the note said, bro. Oh my, y'all got to be fucking kidding me. This is straight out of fucking horror movie, bro. This is only the beginning. Man, y'all get the fuck out. What? Man, what the fuck, dog? Like, what the fuck? Like, yo. Bro, this got to be a movie, bro. It's got to be a intro to a movie. This shit can't be real, bro. For them to be promoted, this got to be a news clip for the movie or something. This can't be real. They got to be investigating this shit. I know the police. What? Look how the note look, bro. What the fuck, bro? I was just listening to the story at first. I never even looked at the shit, bro. I ain't want to see all that shit at first. And then I seen going in the bag, pulling out the head out the bag. Look at the note, man. That note, bro. That note is foul play all over that shit, bro. Man, this shit say this is only the beginning in all capital letters, bro. All capital letters. And then you underline the beginning with 3 exclamation points, man. That's a fucking psycho, bro. I know psycho handwriting. Bitch, I know a psycho handwriting when I see it, bitch. Man, y'all don't goddamn get the fuck out of here. I hope they joking, bro. Y'all doing this shit like, okay, what y'all trying to make it seem like y'all praising him, y'all singing his praises. That way he let his guard down where he not y'all not thinking nobody looking for him or investigating him and shit. Man, you know, nigga, investigating 200 anonymous kidneys just thrown from the truck to the door with that note, with that hat coming out the bag.
of times. We are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technicians have been working overtime to sort through the massive donation.
They left a note in the bag that indicated they might be making more additional donations in the future.
No, man. That's not a note insinuating they might be. He's telling you he's definitely gonna be making more donations to you, and this is only the beginning, only the 200. So 200 is only the beginning, bruh. I know they got to be pulling missing people. How many missing people went? How many people went missing in that area in the last week or something? They need to. I hope I ain't telling these motherfuckers how to do their job. I hope they know something. They need to research everything within about 10, 20-mile radius. Probably fuck it, 50-mile radius of everybody that fucking went missing, bro. 200 kidneys, that's at least 100 people, bro. If there's more than 100 people missing in that area, you probably could end up crossing some of them bitches out. Because I guarantee you, how can you even like DNA? Oh my God. DNA would be able to decipher that shit only if somebody DNA was in the database, right? Man, that's crazy. God damn, bro. I'm just thinking about that shit. What the fuck? Man, watch your kids, bro. Take care of your kids, bro. Watch everybody you love to the fullest. Like, to the fullest, like, oh, man. Fuck that. Make that bitch share her location. All that shit. You need to know the you need a bitch location on her phone. So if you give a fuck about that, you need a location. Man, look at this shit right here. And this is only one place in the country. This is only one part. Statistically, it's probably 30 motherfuckers in every state doing some bullshit like this, bro. There's probably 30 people, at least 30 people in every single state able to do some creep shit like this, like kidnapping bitches and cut their shit out, got organs and shit like that. But they not taking that shit nowhere, donating shit for nothing, like none of that shit. It was an old ass nigga, bro. He got caught with like 100 something bodies in his backyard. He was like 80 something. And he was doing some shit. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Let me pull that shit up. The nigga had 100 bodies in his backyard, man, in Florida around here somewhere. The nigga got down, man. Look, 81-year-old, 81-year-old. No, hell no. Where that shit at? You know what? I know how to find it. Human remains from 100 people found in Florida storage. Damn, bro, that shit was so long ago. There's so much fucked up shit going on in the world. That shit lost. I know that shit around this bit. I can't find that shit, man. If you see the picture of this motherfucker, man, the mug shot of that nigga, you be like, what the fuck was this nigga on, man? Nigga look like he was probably eating them niggas or something, bro. Nigga look crazy as fuck, man. Old ass nigga. He was 80 something. I'm talking about kidnapping and killing the shit out of niggas. Burying their ass in the backyard. Oh, here you go. 700. My bad. It wasn't even 100. 700, nigga. A nigga got 700 bodies buried in his. Nigga, I under exaggerated like a bit. He had 100. Yeah, 700, nigga. 700 bodies buried in the Florida millionaire's yard. Nigga. Look at this nigga face. It took me a minute to find this shit, but look at this nigga, man. Nigga forehead got muscles like a bitch, boy. What the fuck? Nigga, look at this nigga, man. 700 bodies, bro. In a million, 700 bodies. This what them fucked up rich people be on. This what they be on, bro. This is an old ass millionaire. You know he been had money. Look at this old ass nigga, man. got bodies buried back there. I know they found some money too. They probably ain't say nothing about. Says false. What's false about it? That's crazy. Niggas say that's enough dead people to stock a whole new set of Major League Baseball teams. Fuck, that's authorities discover over 700 bodies buried in the backyard of Florida millionaire Jerry Richards. On 30th of June 2018, the Empire News website posted an article posting that authorities in Florida had discovered over 700 bodies buried in the backyard of a millionaire named Jerry Richards. 700. They only found 700. I bet you it was about 1,000 back there. There had to be a couple hundred more. They ain't know nothing about it on another property. I promise. He a millionaire, right? He got another property. Did y'all pull up all his properties? Go to another one of them properties, man. They need to go check that shit out. That was only 5 years ago now. That was only 7 years ago now. Y'all go check that shit out. Jerry Richards is likely the most prolific serial killer in history. Police Captain Robert Thomas of Naples Police Department. Based on the remains we have found so far, Richards has been murdering and burying bodies in his yard for over 35 years. Oh, I skipped the part. Jerry Richards, 73, was arrested this week at his home in Naples, Florida, after a neighbor spotted him very obviously burying a body behind his house. When police arrested Richards, he admitted to having over 700 bodies throughout his property. Police have currently exhumed 587 bodies in varying stages of decay. I want to know, was he killing niggas and burying niggas? That's what I want to know. Because Naples has a very large Haitian community, if I'm not mistaken. And I know it was people missing. People always end up missing around that bitch. 700 bodies, like people always end up missing around this motherfucker everywhere for real. So, but he an old ass nigga. I ain't doubting that motherfucker is the grand master. Look at this nigga. That is a face of evil right there. If there was ever a face of evil, nigga. Look at this motherfucking face. Look at the face of evil. That's a real face of evil. 700, over 700 bodies on that property. The nigga was 79, bro. That shit fucking crazy as fuck. How in the fuck? Over 700 bodies in the backyard. At least 40 years he been putting niggas in that backyard. Nigga 79. He been doing that shit since he was goddamn 29, I bet you, bro. He been murdering niggas since he was like 30, 29, bro. Look at this nigga, man. Over 700 bodies? And so as is often the case, information from the article is extracted and circulated on social media with no reference to its original context or source, leading many viewers to question whether it reflected a genuine news report. Hell yeah, man. Look at that nigga. Then it says, man killed his wife after she refused to have sex with him for 52 years. There's no truth to this report. The story about a supposed serial killer in Florida named Jerry Richards. Yeah, that's crazy. So is it real or is it not? Either way, that's an evil face, nigga. That's the face of an evil nigga. But hell yeah, man, that shit would have been motherfucking reported too. When the fuck he went to court? Would have brought all that shit up. But this shit right here though, seeing shit like this, it makes that story believable to me. Cause man, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? These niggas got a whole operation out this bitch. They taking them kids for something else, and they're like, fuck it, we don't need a kid. And somebody in with them people too. It's somebody attached to that shit. Nah, bro, that shit sound fishy as fuck, bro. With all these missing ass people and kids and girls and shit that be going on, bro. 200 fucking kidneys just showing up at a hospital, and the motherfuckers they sound like they ain't even worried about who the fuck donated it. Oh, that shit don't sound right. And look at that fucking note, nigga. This is only the beginning. What? Man, this shit straight out of fucking movie, bro. Look at this shit again, man. No, I ain't tripping. Am I tripping? I know I ain't tripping. I know I ain't tripping, dog. I know I ain't tripping. I can't be tripping.
Times, we are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technicians have been working. Benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4. The secret benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist sought no fanfare and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this is obviously very skilled with a knife, and it looked to me like they've done this before. Maybe hundreds, thousands of times. We are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technicians have been working overtime to sort through the massive donation.
They left a note in the bag that indicated they might be
Look
making
at that
more
hat come out the
additional
bag,
donations in the future.
man.
We're just really touched, and we hope this really inspires others to be as
That shit
generous.
gonna keep
We are
fucking with me.
especially in need of hearts, lungs, and brains.
The
They not
secret
even-
benefactor
they not
delivered his
even
gift
worried
a few
about the
minutes
shit.
before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist sought no
Man, he sat there and said, yeah, man, this is good work. We also need this, and this. He actually put in the motherfucking order out to the niggas through the news. Shit, we actually need more brains, nigga. You need more brains too? Fuck how you get it. Fuck how you get it. Fuck who donating this shit. Fuck who it came from. You know what I'm saying? Fuck somebody that just lost their life missing this shit that this shit belonged to. Fuck it. It's a donation. We can use it. It's donated. We can use it as if it's donated, we can use it. We gonna share the news as positive news. We ain't gonna shut no bitch. This is motherfuck. This is some fuck shit going on. And they ain't even worried about this shit. They ain't not
fanfare
even
and
worried
left
about the
without
people,
requesting
like,
so much as a thank you.
Whoever did
Dirty
this is
motherfucker.
obviously very skilled with a knife, and it looked to me like they've done this before, maybe hundreds, thousands of times.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was the nigga that did it. The way he talk about this shit, I wouldn't be. I don't know. Everybody's a fucking suspect, man.
We are just incredibly grateful.
The hospital's medical technicians have been working overtime to sort through the massive donation.
They left a note in the bag that indicated they might be making more additional donations in the future.
We're just really touched, and we hope this
This
really
is
inspires
only
others
the
to be as
beginning.
generous. We are especially in need of hearts, lungs, and brains.
The secret benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before.
Brains. And he put a special order out, though. We're especially in need of hearts, lungs, and brains. Now, he just put an order through the news. The people that did that the kidneys belong to, they also have hearts, lungs, and brains. How long ago was this? I bet it was another report, but they said it was another report. Somebody donated some eyes, like 1,200 eyes, 1,200 eyes. It's crazy, bro. Who the fuck go use 1,200 eyes? Like, how the fuck you even donate 1,200 eyes, bro? 1,200? First of all, fuck 12. How the fuck you gonna donate 1,200 eyeballs, bro? 200 kidneys, all removed within 24 hours. Wow, that man put in some overtime. Truly a hard worker. Like, that shit crazy. Like, ain't no, like, look, and why nobody talking about the kid? It said, why is nobody talking about the kidneys may be related to the last week's donation of 1,200 eyes? What? $1,200 eyes is crazy, bro. That's crazy word, bro. 1,200 eyes, bro. 1,200 eyes is 600 people, bro. That's 600 people. If you got 1,200 eyes, I don't want to think about that shit no more. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? That shit cuckoo. That shit kook. That shit kook. That shit kook, my guy. That shit cooked up, my guy. The whole world is fake. Yep, it been that. We've been through that. Okay, so Streamer University was just for a week. That was a South Park is in a lawsuit. Man, what? They say Lauren London introduced Cassie to P. Diddy.
Please like and subscribe. And your haters do not want you to have a decent Thursday, but you will. And shout out to anyone who became a member of this channel.
That shit black as hell, my boy. You get you some lighting or something. Can you see your ass in the corner? Fuck was that nigga talking about, man? Hey, see, I'm like, what the fuck talking, man? It's a nigga in the corner in the shadows and shit. Who the fuck? That nigga creepy as fuck, man. I don't want to goddamn listen to no shadow talking in the dark, man. Fuck wrong with that nigga, dog? Nigga crazy as hell, son. Yo, word up, B. Excuse me. Hell no.
This officer was by himself on a routine welfare check. What he didn't know is that he might be talking to a killer. Just past midnight on November 14th, 2022, a Milwaukee police officer responded to a welfare check in a residential neighborhood. The caller was concerned for their 75-year-old neighbor, who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no familial ties. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history, which included armed robbery, carrying a concealed weapon, theft, and multiple disorderly conduct charges. According to a community briefing, upon arrival, Israel spoke through a window and agreed to let an officer inside.
I see you. You said you gotta make sure you got an animal or something? Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, this a real life horror movie.
Here, Israel picks up a steel brake rotor on his way into the residence.
What, this one? Yeah. Okay. What's that for? Oh, no, to block the door and swings open. Ah, gotcha.
According to the community briefing, this is the only entrance and exit in the home. The rotor likely weighs around 20 pounds, more than enough to prevent anybody from quickly leaving or entering the room.
You want to just back on the door for me? Alright. Dorothy! Where's your bed at? Yeah. Up here. You got any lights here? Yeah. You got the lights on? Oh. Hey, where's you going from?
Yeah, come on.
What do you mean?
She's right here.
Oh. She's right here?
Yeah.
Dorothy? Is she sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. How long has she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
What's the bag for?
She wets the bed.
She wets the bed. You gotta cover it like that.
Because of your rain, we'll open the window and stuff.
Okay, you pull the cover back for me?
Dorothy?
Why is she covered up like that? Her face.
She's sleeping.
Alright, just step back for me. Is Dorothy? Miss Dorothy?
Dorothy?
Why don't you got flowers and stuff on her like that?
It's fucked up, man. My auntie name was Dorothy.
Okay, step back. Step back.
Okay, she's dead.
Auntie died of
What do you
my
mean
She's dead. I was going to call her relatives in the morning.
Okay. Put your hands up.
The phone's in my room.
Put your hands up.
All right.
Turn around. Put your hands on your back. 5446. Can I get another squad to my location and supervisor?
Definitely need a supervisor if it's a dead body on the motherfucking
the
scene,
first
boy. Get
fully
a
immersive
supervisor
sleep
down
system,
there. You
built
know
to
don't
give
wanna
you
deal with
all-night
that.
comfort with an adapt.
No, you don't want to deal with that shit. Wow.
Put your hands on your back. You don't got any weapons or anything like that. Yeah. Sir, don't even look at me. Hands on your back. You're looking at me. Don't do that. Why you look? No, you're not gonna get shot, but you looking at me like that is kind of making me nervous. Stop looking at me. Don't do that. I'm telling you. Stop looking at me. You're gonna get tased. You hear me? Just letting you know. Don't do that. All right?
Why you gonna get tased? Because he's looking at you, man. You
I have a
standing
taser right
behind him.
now. Okay. Just letting you know.
Okay.
You standing behind the man, bro.
Right.
Niggas be feeling some type of
No,
way about
no.
that shit.
In your face.
No.
Her relatives. Call her relatives. Call her relatives, please. Tap you.
Don't.
Please.
Make that another squad 1017, please.
Please. Thanks.
45372, could you also respond to 1017, 5372?
No.
Come work.
Don't move. Just don't move. Put your hands up.
60.
Because you're doing too much moving and you're making me nervous.
1460, Seagull for that.
No. Just don't move.
Damn, bro. What you mean? Oh, he ain't got no cuffs on. I thought he had put cuffs on him.
34 show stone.
I thought the motherfucker put cuffs on him.
34 Seagull for that.
On the ground.
Excuse me,
On the ground. On your stomach. No, on your stomach.
Please.
Sir, on your
You
stomach.
gotta shoot me.
Okay. You're doing too much.
You say you gotta shoot
Okay,
me.
don't take it.
No, you're going to get to this.
Okay, I'm down.
Put your hands behind your back. Now. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back.
What was the address again?
Your other hand behind your back. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Put your hand behind your back. Your other hand. Yep, put it behind your back. Don't move.
Don't you move, nigga.
This is gonna do. Stop!
Body
Stop
count.
resisting! Stop! Stop!
Oh shit. He about to get shot. He about to get shot.
According to a community briefing, the officer attempted to handcuff Israel but secured only one wrist before a struggle began. At this time, the officer pressed the emergency button on his radio, signaling for immediate backup. During the altercation, Israel allegedly used this 2.5-foot metal pole and attempted to grab the officer's firearm.
Stop! Stop! Give me another squad here now! Sir!
Right in the face.
Stop!
Right in the face.
You will be shot! Stop!
Right in the face. Please, right in the face.
Stop! Okay.
Suicide by cop. He just trying to die and not deal with his motherfucking choices and fuck ups that he made in life. He trying to die. Suicide by cop because he fucked around and killed that lady. His fucked up ass. He a fucked up nigga. And he's a bitch. Scared to take the consequence. If you felt like that, nigga, why you just ain't dome yourself, nigga? Trying to make the police kill you, nigga. Put that shit on that officer motherfucking conscience. Cause your ass wanna die for fucking up. Get some nuts and do that shit yourself, niggas.
Drop the pole!
Right in
All
the
you
face.
need.
Drop the pole!
Please, right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face. Come on. Right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face.
Drop!
Do it in the face. Right
Sir!
Please, right in the face. Right
Drop
in
the
face.
pole!
Right in the face. Right in the face. Come on.
Now I'm gonna have to shoot
Right in
you.
the face. Come on.
Not like the sweet
Do
nigga.
it, please.
Right in the face.
Come on, you don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir!
Do it.
Drop the
Do
pole!
it. You don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir!
Right in the fucking face,
Drop
man.
the pole!
Right in the face. Come on. Come on.
Drop the
Come
pole!
on. Right in the face, man. Please.
Drop
Right in the face.
on the ground now!
Right in the face. Come on.
On the ground!
Make it quick.
On the ground!
Please make it quick. Okay. Don't tase me.
Drop
That nigga saying in the
Drop
face.
now!
Right in the face.
Drop!
That nigga saying in the face, but majority of headshots are survived when more majority of the headshots that are survived is when they took, like when you're looking at a face front, like taking the front of your head. This front part of your forehead is strong as fuck, right? So it gotta be like some big powerful shit to really fuck you up, and it gotta be a close distance. If it's at a far distance with some bitch shit, you still could survive, depending on if that's that real bitch shit your ass through. It's like no hope for you. But if it's at a distance with some bitch shit, you still got a chance to survive. But if it's close, some small shit, you still got a chance to survive. You know what I'm saying? On certain shit, if you take that bitch, if you get a bullet like right in your head, like in your face, your ass still survive. So now you can take a face shot, headshot, and you still go to jail. You will survive the headshot, you still go to jail. Trying to make the police kill your ass, you survive the headshot. Your ass still gotta
Drop
be
it!
like,
Right in the face.
Drop it!
Right in the face.
Drop it!
Right in the face. Come
that's
on.
even
Drop it.
worse.
You gotta do it, man. Right in the
Drop!
You try to get the police to kill you, then you
Wait
survive.
now!
Right in the face.
That's
Drop
even
the
worse.
weight!
Right in the
So you
face.
took a bullet
Drop
in the head and you
the
still
weight.
gotta do
Right in the
that.
face.
Drop the weight!
Responding officers attempted a rear entry to the building, but ultimately had to kick down the door to assist.
Subject is that girlfriend. Give me another squad.
Right in the face. Come on. Don't take me, man. Don't take me, man.
What? Drop the weight! He's listening to it. Get me! Get me! Give me your hand!
New research shows ultra-processed foods, fast food, packaged snacks, and frozen meals are linked to type 2 diabetes.
Lit that man ass up.
Don't take me, man. Don't take me, man. What?
Don't take me, man.
Drop the weight! He's listening to it.
I count 5 shots. How many of y'all counted?
Get me! Get me! Get me! Give me your hand!
And they say, I'm dead.
Check that room. I got it. Someone get medical now. Call for medical.
According to a community briefing,
That nigga
despite
said he
being
dead.
tased, Israel threw the brake rotor at the officer, prompting the officer to fire his handgun. This photo shows the damage caused by the rotor, which was allegedly just inches from hitting the officer. Israel allegedly continued to resist other officers, but was eventually taken into custody. Emergency medical services were immediately sent for Israel, and he survived the injuries. The 24-year-old officer was treated and released after minor injuries. The officer had 4 years of service at the time. A medical examiner was called to assess the 75-year-old woman, who had no signs of trauma. It was later determined she died from lung cancer, though the exact time of death remains unclear. An investigation was opened to determine if the use of force was justified after the officer-involved shooting incident took place. During this investigation, the officer was placed on administrative leave. On December 5, 2022, roughly 3 weeks after the shooting, the Milwaukee County District Attorney found the use of force was justified. The officer will face no charges regarding this incident. For this incident,
Because the man tripped out. That shit on video, he tripped out. Like, he was tripping. He was acting like he had something to do with the lady dying. Even if he was like nervous or whatever, him being a nigga in America, that's the fucked up thing. Being a nigga in America, you assume your ass finna get a whole bunch of time, even if you're not in certain situations. And in his mind, he like, fuck, man, he probably had priors, he probably had different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, now this lady in her dead. Did he call the police because she was in the dead sleep initially? Or what the fuck was the issue in the first place? Why the fuck they even ended up though? I don't even remember. That shit crazy. But he ain't had nothing to do with the lady dying. She died from lung cancer naturally, or whatever. And that nigga felt that cuff going on his wrist, and bitch, he flashed out. He like, man, I ain't going back, man. You gotta shoot me, bro. You gotta shoot me, bro, because he don't know shit about the law. He don't know shit about nothing. He don't even want to go through it. He just know he ain't trying to go through that shit no more. It seems like he finna go through that shit, and then it's involving a dead lady. He think he probably gonna spend the rest of his life in jail. He like, fuck that. I'm not going out without a fight. Fuck that. You gotta shoot me. You gonna have to kill me. They never take me alive. That's what the fuck he was on, bro. That nigga ain't even want to do that shit. That shit fucked up.
Israel was charged with 1 count of battery.
But it's like I told you, he talking about you gotta shoot me. He trying to get himself killed like he did something. Bitch, you wouldn't deserve to die, so God finna take you out of that situation. Like, you sleep. Now you just survived, and now you got charges that you didn't even have to have because you tripped over something you ain't even have to trip by. You crashed. That's what they say now. You crashed out. You crashed out. No, crashed out. He ain't even had shit to do with nothing. He done crashed out. So now he gonna do time just for making the motherfuckers have to use their weapon, bro.
Battery of a law enforcement officer, 1 count of resisting an officer, and 2 counts of bail jumping, which was linked to a $2,500 signature bond for prior disorderly conduct charges, according to news sources. In February 2023, the court determined he was incompetent to make decisions related to his case and assist with his defense. However, the court deemed he was a likely candidate to regain competency in his case. He was forced to participate in 62 days of competency restoration treatment, credited as jail time if sentenced. In May 2023, he remained incompetent, leading to extended treatment. By late July 2023, the court declared him competent and set a $5,000 cash bond. In August 2023, he pled not guilty and posted the $5,000 cash bond in September after 10 months in custody. Though the case was prepared for trial, in February 2024, 15 months after the incident, the state dismissed all charges and refunded his bail. However, in March 2024, he was recharged for the same incident with 1 count of attempting to disarm a peace officer, 1 count of resisting or obstructing an officer, and 1 count of bail jumping. A $5,000 signature bond was set in April 2024, and in June, he pled not guilty once again.
They said the officer ended up in a real life horror film, right? I thought when the motherfucker said the bitch was dead, I thought she was gonna be the one that end up moving and shit. Like I thought the bitch was gonna pop up like she ain't dead. Like wake up like, like what the fuck is y'all doing? Like the bitch wake up, the bitch get up after the shots fired and some shit and some old other shit. They think she dead, then the new officers come in after all that shit, and then she get up, she just raised up, and the new officer just shoot the shit. I thought that was gonna be some shit like that. But they said the nigga in the horror film.
The case remains pending. Additionally, Israel currently faces separate, unrelated charges for stalking and violating a restraining order in relation to domestic abuse, along with felony bail jumping.
Now, when police receive calls for a check on the well-being, it's often a very delicate situation. And though we do use compassion, we also have to respond with caution, because as usual, police enter these situations knowing very little. And I've responded to many welfare check calls, and most times the person was either asleep or not home. But on that rare occasion, unfortunately, the end result wasn't always a happy ending. So today we're in Milwaukee and we have a concerned neighbor calling 911 so police can do a welfare check to check on a 75-year-old woman who lives with a 31-year-old man who isn't a family member. Now, this is an immediate cause for concern for me because when you have a random person living with someone who isn't related to them, it could be just me, but this is extremely suspect because many people like to take advantage of the elderly. We do see it a lot. And then we learned that the male living with this woman has an extensive criminal history, which is never good. So my question is, how did this male even end up living here? The male actually opened the door for the officer and everything appeared okay for the moment until the male picked up the 20-pound brake rotor and then placed it in front of the door, blocking the exit of the apartment. And his explanation was because the door swings open. And just as a side note, in the academy, officers are usually trained to never allow your exit to be obstructed because you may have to make a quick exit. But at this point, as I'm watching this, the hairs on the back of my neck started to stand up because the male first states that Dorothy is on the bed. But once the light came on, the male states that Dorothy was right next to the officer the entire time. But here's the thing, Dorothy isn't alive anymore. And the male apparently knew that during this entire interaction because that's exactly what he whispered to this officer. Now, if you guys are paying attention, this guy gives away multiple signs that he wasn't going to go quiet. Now, the first one is he didn't turn all the way around when the officer gave him an order. And the second, he keeps watching the officer. And the last, he actually pulls away when the officer initially tries to cuff him. And these are all warning signs, and I cannot stress how dangerous this is because the officer is in this apartment with the door closed with a mentally unstable male. And that quick, as the officer tries to cuff him, the officer's in a fight because all we hear is the officer yelling to stop resisting because the body cam is falling off, and this interaction just got more disturbing as it progressed. Now, this officer had to yell to stop to this male over 11 times and drop the weight numerous times, and then still had to fire his weapon. But thankfully, this officer was not hurt, and his backup showed up right on time. However, this male is extremely dangerous, and although the deceased had no trauma, in my opinion, he should not have been living there. But lastly, this is just another example of how a simple check on a well-being call can turn into a fight for survival. But this officer did great, and he didn't receive any charges for his actions. So it's definitely a win in my book. So I have, guys. Remember to be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Oh man, that shit wow, that shit crazy as fuck, dog. I thought it was something more spookier than that, though. I thought it was gonna get more goddamn. We got shout out to my Miami Avenger niggas. This ain't them, but shit, you know, I'm a fan of this shit right here. I'm a fan of motherfucking pedophiles getting caught.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby, and
you know what? If murder was like the consequence, I seen a nigga where he was like, yeah, man, I'm in support of murder or the death penalty or whatever you want to call it. Because if that was the case for some of these rapists, pedophiles, and dumbass motherfuckers, the stupid shit they be doing, child molesters and all this shit, if the motherfucking consequence was murder, I bet you they wouldn't do this shit. They would consider it significantly before they tried that puss ass shit that they be doing. And I support that shit. I was like, yeah, I supported the murder, and that's another way of looking at it. I was like, you know what? You're right. Because I support murder for a whole different reason, but for them same type of people, right? For the same type of situations. But just in a different way. But the way the nigga put it, it was Mike. The gambling nigga, Mike Minis, whatever the nigga name is. Anyway, he was talking about, I was like, you know what? That is a tremendous point we should implement murder for consequences such as pedophiles, child molesters, rapists, and so on. I'm in 1,000% agreements with that shit. Facts on with that shit. What? Let's see who the fuck got caught this
In April
time.
of 2024, a community is left horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual disabilities is discovered pregnant at her care home in Geneva, Illinois.
What?
Kane County detectives launched an urgent investigation, confronted with the grim task of unmasking a predator hidden among the very staff entrusted to protect her. The following is based on official police records, and some of the following footage has never been seen before. According to their website, the Markland Center is a nonprofit organization providing care for adults with severe developmental disabilities. Multiple news sources state that Kate, a 43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests. Investigators with the Kane County Sheriff's Department compiled a list of all male employees who had access to her in late summer 2023, interviewing each one and collecting DNA samples.
Get that down.
Hey. Yes, Sheriff's Department.
Yes, I'm Brooke. This is Brandon.
Come on in.
Thank you.
How much should good car insurance cost you a month? $80? $120?
Sound
nope.
like a
Try
motherfucker.
$38 a month.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's the creep. Let me get a sheriff's department.
So, okay.
You fucking right. You ain't got to guess. Just say it right there. I'm the sheriff.
So I know there's abuse and neglect, and I know one of our residents was sent to the hospital that morning. So I am assuming something happened with that residence. And I also do know it was only males that have been suspended. So,
you okay? Take a breath.
That very serious happens.
And you're just so you're not in any trouble.
I really enjoy my job and the fact that. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Nah, bro. You sound like you suspicious, bro. Hold on. They can't see your face. They don't see my face, so I'll react to the bullshit you talking about. Damn, bro, that shit. What a They damn sure got to see my face though. This nigga hyperventilating this shit, y'all. Listen to this shit.
You okay?
No, he not. He know he caught. The motherfucker know he caught.
Yes, Sheriff's Department.
Yes, I'm Brooke. This is Brandon.
Come on in.
Thank you.
So, okay.
So I know there's abuse and neglect, and I know one of our residents was sent to the hospital that morning. So I am assuming something happened with that residence. And I also do know it was only males that have been suspended. So,
you okay?
So you know the bitch got pregnant because you know what you did. Say it. So you know what's
very
happening.
Serious happens.
And you're just so you're not in any trouble.
I really enjoy
Not
my
yet.
job and the fact that. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
The thought of that happening is very troubling and upsetting.
Okay. And like I said, nobody has accused you of anything.
No, I'm 100% aware. It's sorry.
No, you're okay.
I'm not crying for myself. I'm upset for the rest.
It's okay.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed like anybody else acting strange around them, or anybody that shouldn't be in their rooms?
No, I mean, we are very. I mean, we don't open the door for everyone. And as for staff, I mean, before this incident, never thought anyone would do something like that.
That was kind of one of our other questions. Is there anybody you would think would be capable of
I would have never have thought this would happen at Markland's.
Okay.
Before they move on to question other employees, he leaves them one urgent request.
Catch the bastard.
After speaking with several more employees, investigators are left with no clear leads. However, they do learn that prior to the COVID pandemic, only female staff typically cared for female residents, a policy one employee said changed due to staffing shortages. Investigators move on, next meeting with former employee, 22-year-old Isaiah Fields.
How you doing? Good. You want to go in or just talk out here? Whatever you want. How'd the fights go?
Oh,
I
he
heard
ain't
you were
got
out
no
there
blur.
fighting in Chicago.
Yeah, I was fighting in the Golden Gloves tournament.
How'd it go?
Pretty good. I lost by decision in the finals.
He ain't got no blur. Is it because he a nigga?
But,
Or did he do it?
Like, I had
Is he the nigga that did it?
Okay.
I'll see him again, you know.
All right, good. Good for you, man. Yeah, it's awesome.
After briefly meeting Isaiah's mother, they head to the basement to speak in private.
So there was,
fucked up nigga.
you know, an incident that happened there involving one of the residents. If you can just tell me kind of what when you worked there, what's the dates that you worked there?
Like early August to like definitely sometime in September.
Okay, early September, late September, you think?
I honestly don't remember. It was still warm outside, so
okay,
maybe early to mid-September.
When you were working there, what were your job duties?
I was with the PSP.
PSP. Okay, I've heard that talking to people. They've said that before.
The personal support.
Okay.
But I was mainly in training the entire time I was there, so I technically didn't have any like duties that I had to do really on my own.
Okay.
So everything I did was shadowed by another person.
Okay, so you're always with somebody for the most part?
Like 90% of the time.
Okay.
Unless someone like left early or like like one of the managers that I was shadowing had to go do whatever, you know.
Gotcha.
Managers do.
Gotcha. Did you ever have any problems with anybody? Did you ever see anybody that you thought was a little off? Like another, especially a male employee, you know, anybody that you thought like something, this guy's made some statements or he said something or just the way his interaction was with the residents?
Not that I know of personally, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't stay there long enough to get
chummy with anybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody's a fucking suspect, especially you, nigga, because you ain't got the blur. Why doesn't he have the blur, Capital? Because he probably the one that did this shit in his video. They got everybody up blurred out, and this motherfucker don't even work there no more. He talking about how long he was there, and he got his face on blurred and all that other shit. Yeah. It would. I don't know. I really don't want to think it's
another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby? Is it true? I'm not divulging. True that she delivered the baby?
Investigators meet with another employee who brings up a Isaiah. Investigators meet with another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby? Is it true? I'm not divulging anything. It's an open investigation. Okay. So I can't go into details about that.
Okay.
I can't.
Can I ask you about a certain individual that may have?
Yeah.
Isaiah Fields.
That's who we just talked to.
That's who we just talked to.
Yeah. We just came back.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him after all the swabs are collected and processed, a DNA test comes back positive for 22-year-old Isaiah Fields. On May 10th, 2024, he's brought into an interrogation where he waits for questioning to begin.
You ain't got no rights, nigga.
Yeah, these chains hurt.
Your ass going down, nigga.
This little Jesus is really blessed on you. Please don't leave me trying to get the Jesus.
Niggas always find Jesus.
Investigators enter and read his Miranda rights.
Let me just start by asking.
You think it's ironic that niggas find Jesus when they in them chains? And the real Jesus is the first slave ship that brought all the niggas to America. And they beat your ass and brainwashed you to believe in Jesus and then made reading illegal for you, but then gave you a Bible and shit. Yeah. You know, some of your ancestors just went along with that shit for survival and shit. Like your granddad is your great great granddad is great 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 granddad and grandmamas and shit. They just seen how niggas was getting done for not going along with what the motherfucker was saying. So they were like, fuck it. We gonna do this for the kids. We gonna goddamn go along with this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, whatever you say, sir. Yes, sir. Jesus did, Jesus that. Why they in them chains? Jesus. When they in them chains, the whole time coming across there, it's on Jesus. Yeah, you niggas gonna believe in Jesus. Jesus. When you in them chains, nigga. Just something to think about when you think about religion. You know what I'm saying? The true God is, if you made in God's image, just take that part of it. You made in God's image. God is already within you. You know what the fuck going. You know the right and wrong and shit. Like you know the, and you know what else? You know when you get mad, you could be the most meanest, evilest motherfucker ever. Probably when you get mad, you probably the nicest motherfucker around this bitch, like Mary Poppins or whoever the nicest motherfucker you could think of, right? You probably nicer than them when you happy and shit, you good. But when you mad, you probably eviler than the devil, nigga. And you know what that is? That is one and the same. God doesn't have a devil. There's not a devil, nigga. The devil is what you call God's vengeance. When you piss God off, you got to see the bad side of God. That's the other side of God. They just call him the devil. It seems like it's a whole different nigga. It's the same nigga, it's just a whole different side. Nigga. That's the vengeance side, nigga. But yeah, that's just something to think about. Like, you can look that shit up too. That was the name of the first lady show. The name of God's son. The true name of God's son is Yahoo, Yah. Like, you know what I'm saying? J didn't exist in the alphabet. But carry on.
Do you have any idea why you would be there right now? Okay, no clue. Okay. You know why I talked to you before, right? About the Markland stuff. So
I never got any, like, you just told me it was a case of Markland.
Okay. So what I would like to ask you, what we would like to know, if you could go over again, when you worked there for that just basically a month, wasn't that long? What your training was like and what it was like after training, like what your job duties were. If you can just go over that again, I would appreciate it.
For most of the time that I was there, it was just training on like the weeks. We just sat in a room and watched videos on it. That was it.
However, several employees who trained Isaiah gave a different account, explaining his duties went beyond watching training videos.
And what were your daily activities when you were training him? What were you guys in charge of?
So we're in charge of doing the CNA work, so like getting them up, dressed, changed, and then transferring them to CDS, and then repositioning them, interacting with them, and then doing the same thing, changing them, and then sending them back.
You're training how to bathe, how to
care
for them.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well.
Yes.
But he would have never been alone.
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So we put them in a tub, and they have a chair, and they're completely, obviously,
Submerged?
No,
Or-
not
oh,
submerged.
okay.
No. They're the water is running, or they have what is it called?
Like a faucet or a shower head.
So you basically sit like not like this, but a chair in a shower, and then you can
Bunch
take
of
it off and
sick motherfuckers,
spray
man.
them. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so at some point,
Man,
at
he's
the
a
end of your
fucked
training,
up
was
nigga,
there,
bro. They gonna
were
do
you
him
not on the
dirty in
trainer
that
anymore? Were you kind of on your own schedule?
I hope they
during the
doing
day?
his ass dirty in that bitch. I hope they find out exactly who the fuck that. I know they found out exactly who the fuck that nigga is. What? I know what.
This account is consistent with what his trainers told investigators.
I
Would
know
you have
them
left
niggas,
him alone, or
boy.
anybody for that matter, alone
Boy,
for a
look
set
here,
period of time with the
boy.
resident while they're on training?
Ain't no way,
Are you leaving
boy.
anybody alone? The trainees,
Boy,
with the
listen,
residents,
I
or
know he
anything like
get,
that?
boy. And he supposed to be a fighter too. He fighting in that bitch.
As questioning continues,
He
Isaiah
fight-
insists that he
he
remained in his
fighting in that
probationary
bitch.
period
He
until
ain't
he
fighting,
claims he
getting
was
his ass
fired for
whooped. No, they
consistently
jumping
showing up
him.
late.
I just like don't really like fit in too many people.
Employees who trained Isaiah highlighted odd behavior he exhibited during his training.
It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Just in general, just like very off.
Anything that stuck out to you was odd or anything like that?
He wouldn't listen. He would always question, oh, why do we have to do it that way? And it's like, you're in healthcare. It's like, there's specific ways to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
He would like face toss some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad. They would
Yeah.
look at the cameras and would literally look like he was hitting her.
I should clarify, he never actually did.
No, he never actually did.
Okay.
As the interrogation continues, Isaiah appears to become overwhelmed with emotion, and investigators work to put him at ease.
What's up, son? Yeah, because we want you to confess right quick, nigga. We already got the DNA. We don't need much else.
It's okay.
As long as we get your word saying it too, nigga. That's just
listen,
that's open shut. No, we ain't gotta talk
See what we
no
can do
more. Just tell us the truth, nigga.
Like anything in particular, just
you a sick motherfucker.
Life's not easy, you know. I know. That's all. I get like it's
boy, what? Man, listen, y'all don't understand. The lady couldn't move nothing. She couldn't even move her legs, stand up. She couldn't move herself around. The lady had to be moved around so she wouldn't get bit.
As one detective leaves the room to get Isaiah
she
more
ended up
water and a
pregnant
snack,
and having
the
a
remaining
baby,
investigator sits with him as his emotions continue to unravel.
She can't consent to nothing.
Not gonna let anything happen. You're all right.
The motherfucker can't even talk.
Okay.
She can't talk. She can't say shit. She can't even move.
Sorry.
Man, boy, your ass needs to what?
It takes a
Fire
lot
it,
for
man.
you to
Man,
sit here
what?
and
That's what
allow
I was just
yourself
talking
to,
about supporting murder.
to have these feelings.
And now
You
he
know,
held
to allow
crying.
yourself to have emotion.
You're not crying like a bitch.
Especially
You know what you
in front of people
did. You know why they showed
I'm not
up.
trying to be different. I just think it'd be within my best interest to give it to you.
I can't answer any more questions then. No. It's okay. I'll leave you at it. She'll give you.
Once you ask for that attorney,
what's that?
They done talking, nigga.
Yeah, whatever.
Just so you
I
know,
can't ask
Kate
you
had a
any more
baby and a dad.
As investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the
you going
consequences
down.
he's facing.
Cause them niggas gonna fuck life is cool, bro. You get fucked, they gonna fuck you. Yo bitch ass, you just did that puss ass shit to that lady, that old, that disabled ass, defenseless ass lady. Oh my god, they gonna do you dirty. I hope they do you filthy, nigga. What the fuck? Sorry, God. Nah, so you wasn't sorry then, nigga. You wasn't sorry till you got caught, nigga. Man, shut your lying ass up, nigga. God know what's up with you. You ain't getting out this shit, nigga.
Chance into this child's life.
No, nigga, you ain't no.
Anything. Please don't make me spend years in jail.
Yes, you gonna do it.
Multiple
You
news
doing
outlets
about
have reported
10
that
at
Kate
least,
developed a
nigga.
dangerous pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died after spending 11
should do
weeks in
more.
neonatal intensive care.
Damn.
However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports. According to an official press release
Oh,
from the
man,
state
so-
attorney's office,
hold on.
on
The baby
January
died,
14th, after spending
supposedly.
11 weeks in multiple news outlets have reported that Kate developed a dangerous pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died after spending 11 weeks in neonatal intensive care. However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports. According to an official press release from the state attorney's office, on January 14th, 2025, Isaiah Fields pled guilty to aggravated criminal sexual assault and was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment in the Illinois Department of Corrections, with 308 days credited for time spent in the Kane County Jail. In addition, Isaiah must register for
25,
life
nigga.
as a sexual offender in accordance with the Illinois Sexual
That's how
Offender
you supposed to
Registration
get,
Act.
yeah.
Look how
Yeah,
much I'm saving on my electricity bill this month because of my
25,
utility
nigga.
allowance card. So this is the utility allowance card. This
I'm
card gives
surprised though, because they usually be doing some bullshit with sentencing, but I guess the severity and what a person was and the type of person that was, hell yeah, boy, you deserve to get your ass put in the front of a fight. I'm not gonna say too much because they like to do shit. When I say something, I said I'm not gonna say too much, but that was some fuck shit. What the fuck? Man, that was a certified nigga, boy.
Oh my god. Don't think we want to know, maybe. Someone taped it on
That was a certified pussy
Pulled it
nigga.
back. I was like, I gotta stop watching Criminal Minds. It's the first thing that went through my head.
In September,
Certified fuck nigga. Certified fuck nigga. Nigga, man, the lady couldn't talk, couldn't even walk, stand up, even move like that, bro. This fuck nigga took advantage of and got her pregnant. Fuck and got her pregnant. This fuck nigga took advantage of this fuck nigga raped her. Well, he supposed to be goddamn doing his job. This fuck nigga. That's all I'm saying. That's a certified fuck nigga, boy. Man, look, that's some pussy ass shit right there, dog. Man, that's some fuck shit. That fuck nigga wasn't a pedophile. That shit said pedophile on the title of some shit, didn't it? I don't even remember. That's why I thought I clicked on the bitch. But that was some, I guess that was the same damn thing. Man. But shit, that's probably why he got life too, because the baby was born and then the baby died too. Oh yeah, you responsible for that life dying too. So hell yeah, they gonna give you that. That shit crazy, man. The real reason Claudia deleted Delia Johnson at point blank. I don't know nothing about that story, but somebody talk about it. Shot husband 6 times, paid with her life. Cheating wife shoots husband 6 times. He survives, gets out of the hospital and kills her? What? All right, man. I think this is going to be the last one. Because what the fuck?
Yes. There's a lot of places you could get samples.
On March 15th, 2022, at
I
approximately
need to roll up
8:47
again after this
p.m., the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department received a 911 call from Naima Hinton, reporting that her husband had been shot at their residence in the Peabody-Darst-Webby neighborhood of St. Louis, Missouri. The dispatcher noted that Hinton sounded distressed but coherent as she provided their address at 1423 South 14th Street. Officers Raymond Decker and Mariella Washington arrived at the scene within 7 minutes to find 27-year-old Jelani Drayton collapsed in the entryway of the apartment. Drayton was bleeding profusely from multiple gunshot wounds, including a critical injury to the head.
Damn.
He was unconscious but still breathing. Officer Washington immediately called for emergency medical services while Officer Decker secured the scene. During the initial interview at the scene, Naima Hinton, 26, told officers she had been watching a reality television program in the living room when she heard Jelani enter the apartment at approximately 8:40 p.m. According to her statement, this was immediately followed by the sound of multiple gunshots. Hinton claimed she dropped to the floor and hid behind the couch, fearful that the shooter might still be present. She stated that she waited approximately 3 to 4 minutes before emerging to find her husband wounded in the entryway. She then called 911 from her cell phone. Paramedics from the St. Louis Fire Department arrived at 9:02 p.m. and found Drayton with 6 distinct gunshot wounds, 2 to the chest, 1 to the abdomen, 2 to the left arm, and 1 to the right temple. The emergency medical team stabilized him at the scene before transporting him to Barnes Jewish Hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery.
So
The
he
trauma
survived a
surgeon,
shot to
Dr.
the
Vivian
head.
Cho,
So-
later reported that despite the severity of his injury, found Drayton with 6 distinct gunshot wounds, 2 to the chest, 1 to the abdomen, 2 to the left arm, and 1 to the right temple. The emergency medical team stabilized him at the scene.
She tried to off that boy. She tried to get him 2 to the chest, then 1 to the head. But he took that first one to the chest and started fighting. Took that second one, a third one in the and then the arm because he's fighting. He probably dropped after that shit hit him in the goddamn stomach though.
Before transporting him to Barnes Jewish Hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery. The trauma surgeon, Dr. Vivian Cho, later reported that despite the severity of his injuries, particularly the head wound, Drayton had survived the initial surgery to the right temple, in the entryway. She then called 911. Cho, left arm, and 1 to the right temple, found Drayton with 6 distinct gunshot wounds, 2 to the chest, 1 to the abdomen, 2 to the left arm, and 1 to the right temple. The emergency medical team stabilized him at the scene before transporting him to Barnes Jewish Hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery. The trauma surgeon, Dr. Vivian Cho, later reported that despite the severity of his injuries, particularly the head wound, Drayton had survived the initial surgery but remained in critical condition.
And when she hit that boy in his temple, she
Detective
thought he was gonna
Keyshawn
be up out
Germain
of there.
arrived at the scene at 9:25 p.m. and took charge of the investigation. His preliminary examination of the apartment revealed no signs of forced entry at either the front door or windows. The apartment appeared relatively orderly, with no indication of a struggle or ransacking. Before we dive deeper, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss
hit that
any of our
subscribe
upcoming
and
videos.
notifications, all that.
Detective Germain directed
Real
the
nigga
forensic
reactions,
team to
homie.
collect blood samples from the entryway, 6 9mm shell casings found within a 5-foot radius of where Drayton had fallen, and to dust for fingerprints on the door handle and surrounding surfaces. During a more extensive interview with Detective Germain, Naima Hinton reported that her husband's wallet, which typically contained between $50 to $100 in cash, was missing. She suggested this indicated a robbery but could not identify any other items that appeared to be stolen. No firearm was recovered at the scene, supporting the likelihood that the shooter had taken the weapon upon departure. The trajectory of the bullets, based on preliminary analysis by forensic technician Rafael Moreno, suggested the shooter had been standing approximately 4 feet from Drayton when firing.
This is Pod 5, the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent, adaptive, effortless. It doesn't.
Officers canvassed the neighborhood, interviewing residents in adjacent apartments and nearby buildings, but no witnesses reported seeing anyone suspicious entering or leaving the building around the time of the shooting. Several neighbors confirmed hearing what they believed to be gunshots, but had not looked outside, a response that officers noted was not uncommon in areas where gunfire might be heard with some regularity. Background information gathered by Detective Germain revealed that Jelani Drayton had been employed as a warehouse worker at Gateway Distribution Center for the past 9 months, earning approximately $32,000 annually. Naima Hinton worked as a part-time licensed practical nurse at Mercy Hospital, bringing in roughly $28,000 per year. The couple had been married for 1.5 years after dating for 6 months. They had met through mutual friends at a barbecue in Forest Park during summer 2020. Naima disclosed to Detective Germain that they had been experiencing financial difficulties since Jelani's layoff from his previous position as a sales manager at Meridian Office Supplies in early 2022, a casualty of downsizing during the COVID-19 pandemic. His current warehouse position paid significantly less than his former salary of $58,000. This financial strain had reportedly caused tension in their marriage, though Hinton denied any serious conflicts. During the interview, Hinton also mentioned that Jelani had taken out a $250,000 life insurance policy in January 2022, at her urging, with Naima listed as the sole beneficiary. She explained this decision as responsible financial planning, particularly given their precarious economic situation. On March 15, 2022, a shooting that would soon captivate the attention of St. Louis law enforcement occurred, leaving Jelani Drayton fighting for his life. To understand the full scope of the investigation, one must first examine the relationship between Jelani and his wife, Naima Hinton Drayton. In January 2022, Jelani lost his position as a sales manager at Riverton.
Love is not real. Love is make-believe. Only real love you ever gonna feel is from your kids, nigga. And that's only until they get to a certain age where they about down there grown, you feel me? At that time, then they ain't got down finna give a fuck about you like that. Ain't no such thing as love, nigga. This nigga met a bitch at a barbecue through his partners and shit and thought he motherfucking found love. Thought he had a bitch that was for him. Took out a life insurance policy on that nigga for about $250,000. And within about a couple of years of that shit, tried to cash in on that shit. I don't even know if it was a couple of years. I think it was within this. No.
Naima listed as the sole beneficiary. She explained this decision as responsible financial planning, particularly given their precarious economic situation. On March 15, 2022, a shooting that would soon captivate the attention of St. Louis law enforcement occurred, leaving Jelani Drayton fighting for his life.
She could have did besides
To
that.
understand the full scope of the investigation, one must first examine the relationship between Jelani and his wife, Naima Hinton Drayton. In January 2022, Jelani lost his position as a sales manager at Riverton Distributors, a victim of widespread corporate downsizing. Financial records would later show that this job loss created immediate strain on the household. After losing his primary employment, Jelani, 34, took on a series of temporary positions before eventually securing more stable work at the Eastern Gateway Distribution Center, though at significantly reduced pay compared to his previous salary. Meanwhile, Naima, 31, continued her part-time nursing position at Barnes Jewish Hospital, working 3 12-hour shifts per week in the intensive care unit.
I mean, look at her too, bro. Just
Each
look
of your
at her.
users is unique. Their security should be
Just
too.
look at her, bro. She looks so
Bitdefender
innocent.
introduces Gravity Zone Phaser, a
Like,
groundbreaking.
she looks so innocent, like so trusting, like look at her, like first glance, like just look at her. Wait till the shit come back and this stupid ass stop. But just look at her.
Detective Keisha.
Just look at her. Just natural black woman shit. Like, look. Pretty ass smile. Look. But guess what? In them eyes, look at them fucking eyes right there. You see them eyes? I want you to look right here at them eyes right here. Look, this part under here and that little point right there at the end. And you gotta look in that dark part. You gotta look at the eyes itself. That bitch crazy. 91%. 91% of pretty bitches, the craziest motherfuckers in the world. Naturally, she cool. Like, she look like, just look at her like, look. Just look at her like, you wouldn't even, look. You wouldn't suspect it because she like, naturally, like, she's straight. Like, you feel me? You wouldn't even suspect it. Not on this. This probably her on a normal basis, like, just putting on the front. smiling and shit. But crazy as fuck though. Just look at it. You would never like what could that nigga have done that moment to make her that like look at her.
Sean Germain of the
Make her
St.
that
Louis
man.
Metropolitan Police Department's
Was it
Violent Crimes
always
Unit
all
was
about
assigned
money?
to lead the investigation following the shooting. His first steps involved piecing together the couple's history and financial situation. Bank statements revealed mounting credit card debt, with 3 missed mortgage payments on their modest home in the Benton Park West neighborhood. The forensic analysis conducted by the department's ballistics team confirmed that Jelani had been struck by 6 9mm bullets fired at close range from what was later identified as a Glock 19 handgun. 1 bullet had entered his head near the left temple, while 5 others were clustered in his torso. The proximity of the shooter suggested either an ambush or that Jelani had known his attacker. Jelani's brother, Darnell Drayton, provided investigators with valuable background information. According to Darnell, the couple had been experiencing frequent arguments, primarily regarding their financial difficulties. Notably, Darnell mentioned that Naima had been particularly insistent about taking out a life insurance policy on Jelani. Records confirmed that a $250,000 policy had been finalized in January 2022, just 2 months before the shooting, with Naima listed as the sole beneficiary. Interviews
Just 2 months before the shooting? I said about a year, 2 years. 2 months? Damn! That cold blooded. That bitch ain't give a fuck, nigga. She tried to do that shit in 2 weeks, nigga, after that bitch. Cause 2 months? What? Oh, what? I know she had a nigga on the side too. It ain't no way. Ain't no way she definitely had a nigga on the side ready to goddamn deal with a splurge, going to vacate. You know what I'm saying? The vacation. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I know it. It ain't no fucking 2 months, bruh. 2 months. The shooting took place 2 months after this nigga signed the life insurance policy for about 200 bands. You don't think the life insurance company was gonna request an investigation to that shit too? Even if it wasn't investigated already. Now
with
look,
neighbors painted contrasting pictures
shit,
of the
null
couple.
and void, like
Calvin Rogers, who lived
but he
next
ain't
door,
died.
described Jelani as the quiet, hardworking guy who seemed to be under a lot of pressure lately. Conversely,
man, she put a bullet in that nigga temple and he survived. Like God said, no, nigga. That's the power of boy. Look, that's what love is. The love of self, nigga. The love of the God within you. You're made within God's image, nigga. You really love God, love yourself like you love God. Nigga. You put God first. You really put God first. Put yourself first. Put that God within you first, nigga, and watch that shit flourish.
Naima was characterized by several neighbors as outgoing but increasingly detached in recent months. Marissa Patterson, who lived across the street, reported seeing Naima leaving the house at unusual hours, often dressed formally as if going somewhere special.
How much should good car insurance cost you a month? $80? $120? Nope. Try $38 a month.
So there's a
shit, bitch. You should try my nigga.
Detective Germain also questioned Naima's co-worker, Terrell Lyman, a registered nurse who had worked alongside her for 3 years. Lyman recalled several instances where Naima had complained about Jelani's inability to maintain financial stability. She would sometimes say things like, "I didn't sign up for this," or "This isn't what I expected when we got married," Lyman stated. However, he could provide no specific information regarding the day of the shooting. The physical evidence at the scene included blood spatter patterns in the entryway of the couple's home and Naima's fingerprints on a side table near where Jelani had fallen. When questioned about these prints, Naima explained that she regularly used that table to place her keys and purse when entering the home, an explanation that aligned with typical household patterns. As the investigation progressed, Jelani's medical condition remained critical. He had been placed in a medically induced coma at Mercy Hospital, St. Louis, with doctors unable to provide a definitive prognosis. The uncertainty of his survival shifted some focus of the investigation toward gathering evidence while waiting to see if Jelani would recover consciousness and potentially identify his attacker. By March 25th,
And her ass would get
2022,
shook.
the investigation into the
Probably
shooting of
trying to get
Jelani
in there
Drayton
and
in
pull the
St.
plug
Louis
and all
had reached
type
a
of
critical impasse. Detective Keyshawn Germain of the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department found himself scrutinizing inconsistencies in Naima Hinton's account of the events of February 17th. Jelani remained in a comatose state at Barnes Jewish Hospital, unable to provide investigators with his version of what transpired that evening. Several
head
elements of
tilt, too.
Naima's
Look at the
testimony
head tilt.
raised questions
The
among
head is
investigators.
tilted way too much.
She claimed to have hidden behind the living
The
room
head
couch
tilt
during
on
the
that picture.
attack, yet
The
forensic
head
teams
is
found no
tilted too
fingerprints,
much.
fibers,
Way
or other
too
evidence
much.
indicating her
It should
presence
probably
there.
be like a little tilt like that.
Additionally,
Nah, the
officers
tilt
who
is
interviewed
way
Naima
too
in
much.
the hours
Two officers
following
are
the
like,
shooting
bitch,
noted
for
her
real.
unusually composed
Like, you got,
demeanor,
like,
which
alright.
contrasted sharply with the expected
Tilt.
psychological response to witnessing a violent attack on a partner. On March 30th, 2022, Detective Germain conducted an interview with Jelani's mother, Tamaria Fulton, at her residence in University City. During this conversation, Tamaria revealed that Naima had approached her about potentially removing Jelani from life support just 3 days after his admission to the hospital, citing prohibitive medical costs and poor prognosis. Tamaria strongly opposed this suggestion, insisting that her son deserved every chance at recovery. Hospital staff later confirmed to investigators that despite public displays of concern, Naima visited Jelani infrequently. Between February 18th and April 1st, 2022, she appeared at the hospital only 4 times, with each visit lasting less than 30 minutes. Financial records obtained through subpoena revealed that on April 5th, 2022, Naima received a partial payout of $50,000 from Jelani's life insurance policy, which listed her as the primary beneficiary. The insurance company approved this partial distribution, citing Jelani's critical condition. Within 2 weeks, Naima used these funds to eliminate outstanding credit card debt and automobile loans. Detective Germain brought Terrell Lyman in for additional questioning on April 12, 2022. A deeper examination of phone records uncovered a series of text messages between Terrell and Naima dating back to January 2022. These communications contained flirtatious exchanges and references to meeting in private, suggesting an extramarital relationship. When confronted with this evidence, Terrell acknowledged a friendship with Naima but denied any romantic involvement or knowledge of the shooting. Multiple canvasses of the neighborhood produced no witnesses who observed anyone fleeing the scene on February 17th. Additionally, Jelani's wallet, which Naima claimed was stolen during the robbery, was never recovered from any pawnshops, resale venues, or discarded in the surrounding areas. By June 2022, with Jelani still unconscious and leads exhausted, the investigation lost momentum. Naima sold their home in July 2022 for $285,000 and relocated to Kailua, Oahu, Hawaii, with an unidentified male companion. When questioned about this move, she stated she needed.
She had the nigga on deck, on the side, trying to go on a vacay. Got that money because the nigga still comatose, so she got the money from the insurance, even though he ain't dead. And the investigation still going. 2 months after he signed the papers, she got the money. They gone. She done sold the house, so she got an upfront, and then she sold the house, so she good. They done moved to Hawaii. She getting the fuck out the way. She thinks she good. She moved to Hawaii, you know, with 300, about 300, 400 bands. Dirty motherfucker, bro. Love don't exist, bro. The bitch you with probably just with you because the nigga that she want don't want her ass. But the nigga that she want ain't got it, nigga. She'll get it from you. Go back and get that nigga. Love. So what these niggas, what y'all niggas be thinking? Like that shit ain't real, bro. Them hoes don't love you, bro. Them hoes don't love you, dog. Only real love comes from your kid, bro. You know how many bitches really come back to me, but like, you know how many bitches will come back to me if I let them, and you know how many bitches will come back and deal with my other bitches that they have problems with, nigga, even if I let them come back. That lets me know I'm not the problem. I knew I was never the problem anyway, but like you niggas need to know that. Like your main bitch right now is just like one of my bitches that is ready to come back to me whenever I allow them, nigga. The bitch is crazy too. Look at this bitch. Crazy just like this
Start
bitch.
away
That's how I
from
know.
painful memories.
Them bitches crazy.
The St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department officially classified the case as inactive on August 15th, 2022, redirecting resources to more recent violent crimes.
My bad. I was I was about to add another one to the list. But I'm focused.
Therapy has always been such a scary idea to me because
some motherfuckers be lying to themselves. That's why I be scared, because motherfuckers be lying to themselves and they force motherfuckers to actually be honest with themselves about that bullshit that they be doing, going and talking. Like, that's why motherfuckers be scared of therapy. It forces you to really look within honestly for results. And if you don't, bitch, you're creating more of a delusion for yourself, and it creates more of a problem. That's why motherfuckers be scared of therapy. They're ultimately scared of their own truth. Mainly because a lot of them are horse.
On December 12th, 2022, medical staff at
I'm a
Barnes
whore
Jewish
too,
Hospital
you know?
in St. Louis, Missouri,
I'm a whore
documented an unexpected development in
certain
the case
extent.
of Jelani Drayton.
For my bitches.
The 37-year-old construction worker regained more recent violent crimes. On December 12th, 2022, medical staff at Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri, documented an unexpected development in the case of Jelani Drayton.
Okay, what happened?
The 37-year-old construction worker regained consciousness after spending nearly 9 months in a coma following the March 15th, 2022 shooting that left him with severe head and torso injuries.
9 months,
Dr.
though,
Marcus
dog.
Winslow, the neurologist overseeing Drayton's care, had previously informed the...
That nigga came back after 9 months. That bitch tried to get him up out of there in 3 days. She knew she was creeping the whole time, bro. She was creeping the whole time, trying to get away, get some money, have fun, bro. Like, oh, that shit good. Trust that bitch if you wanna. Trust that bitch if you want to, nigga.
Family that recovery chances were below 15% given the extensive
want 'em.
brain trauma. Tamaria Fulton, Drayton's 58-year-old mother, had maintained a consistent presence at the hospital since the incident. Hospital records indicate she visited her son 6 days per week, often bringing personal items and speaking to him despite his unresponsive state. Nursing staff noted that Fulton frequently played recordings of Drayton's favorite jazz albums during these visits. Following his emergence from the coma, Drayton began an intensive rehabilitation program under the supervision of Dr. Eleanor Reed, a specialist in traumatic brain injury recovery.
That's what's up, man.
Medical records show Drayton initially struggled with basic motor functions and experienced significant speech impairment. By March 2023, after 3 months of daily physical and speech therapy, he had regained partial mobility and could communicate with short sentences, though he continued to exhibit right-side weakness and occasional aphasia. During this recorded interview, Drayton, still visibly weakened and using a walker, provided his first account of the shooting. He stated that his wife, Naima Hinton, 34, was the person who shot him as he entered their home on Page Avenue after returning from his night shift. Drayton described hearing.
That's why that bitch hurried up and left. She knew what that nigga. She knew if that nigga, when that nigga got up, he was gonna tell it all. Said the bitch shot him soon as he got off work.
He entered their home on Page Avenue after returning from his night shift. Drayton described hearing Hinton. Walker provided his first account of the shooting. He stated that his wife, Naima Hinton, 34, was the person who shot him as he entered their home on Page Avenue after returning from his night shift. Drayton described hearing Hinton call his name before seeing her holding a handgun. According to his statement, the first bullet struck his head, followed by 5 more shots to his torso as he...
Damn, she shot him in the head. I told you. She tried to do that boy like a fucking hit, bro. 1 to the head, 2 to the chest. I said, damn, she probably did that shit backwards, though, since she got hit all them times right there. But no, she hit him in the head first, and she just gave him extra. She just gave him the extra. She was at a revolver or something with 6 shots. No, it was something else. I forgot what they said it was. But still, damn. So the nigga got hit because he wasn't expecting it. He was coming in up to his lady, you feel me? Coming up to his wife. Motherfucker, he trusts with his life. And she tried to take that shit. Damn. 1 to the head. Boom. Dropped him. Now he just taking all extra shot, 2 to the chest, because she tried to finish him. But look at God.
Collapsed to the floor. I remember her standing over me, Drayton told Detective Germain in the interview transcript. She watched me bleed for maybe 10 minutes before calling 911. When questioned about why he hadn't shared this information with authorities earlier, Drayton explained that he feared no one would believe him given his wife's respected position as a procurement specialist at Mercy Hospital.
Co-producer is going to
What, nigga, you the victim. What the fuck you mean it ain't gonna believe you?
Let me show
You
you.
just got shot
First,
all
let
these
it
times, then you can remember.
listen.
You just got shot. You just got shot all these times in your head, and you can remember you survived, and you can remember they ain't gonna believe you, nigga. You don't shut, man. These niggas be crazy. Man, I would have told. Oh, did you tell your mama? Because your mama would have told everybody.
He had disclosed the
would've told
information
everybody,
only
fuck
to
you.
his
You
mother
tripping.
upon regaining sufficient
What you talking
speech
about?
capabilities. Fulton then informed him that Hinton had sold their home for $285,000 in July 2022 and relocated to Hawaii with her fitness instructor, Terrell Lyman, 29.
Who informed her that?
Detective Germain proceeded to re-examine the physical evidence collected from the scene. Abilities. Fulton then informed him that Hinton had sold their home for $285,000 in July 2022 and relocated to Hawaii with her fitness instructor, Terrell Lyman, 29. Detective Germain proceeded to re-examine the physical evidence collected from the scene. A significant development emerged when investigators examined Drayton's hospital records more closely. On May 15, 2022, when Drayton was still comatose, a security camera in his hospital room captured Hinton visiting alone at approximately 2:17 a.m. The footage shows her checking the hallway before approaching Drayton's ventilator and disconnecting it for approximately 47 seconds.
What?
Nurse Kanaya Tavon entered the room during a routine check, immediately reconnected the device, and disconnecting it for approximately 40 security camera in his hospital from the scene. A significant development emerged when investigators examined Drayton's hospital records more closely. On May 15, 2022, when Drayton was still comatose, a security camera in his hospital room captured Hinton visiting alone at approximately 2:17 a.m. The footage shows her checking the hallway before approaching Drayton's ventilator and disconnecting it for approximately 47 seconds. Nurse Kanaya Tavon entered the room during a routine check, immediately reconnected the device, and documented the incident as a possible equipment malfunction in the medical log. Insurance documents obtained through subpoena revealed that Hinton...
But, bitch, you knew better. You knew better it wasn't no possible medical malfunction, bitch. How the fuck it just become disconnected as a malfunction? Like, was the shit loose when you plugged it in? Did the bitch, you just took the bitch word for it, right? Because you know you hoes stick together.
Had received a
But
$50,000.
she got a believable face though. You know, I bet you that is a uh that is a superstar liar right there, boy. What? I bet she was cheating on her husband the whole time. That stupid ass nigga ain't even know it.
Preliminary payment from Drayton's life insurance policy, with the remaining $450,000 contingent upon his death. The policy, purchased 6 months before the shooting, listed Hinton as the sole beneficiary. Drayton, according to his mother's later statement to authorities, became increasingly fixated.
Imagine flying away with this bitch, right? Imagine flying away with this bitch. You the bitch side nigga, this bitch talk about trying to get remarried and shit again, trying to marry, but you know this bitch the dead shit like, yeah. So now you feel you, what would you do? Is you go tell her, bitch, I ain't marrying you? Or you got to be straight up like, man, nah, ain't none of that. You already still technically married. You ain't doing none of that. Or is you just gonna string her along just because the bitch crazy and you know she just might kill you?
Fixated on what he perceived as a betrayal by his wife. While appearing to focus on his rehabilitation to family members, he secretly made arrangements to travel to Hawaii. Cell phone records show he purchased a one-way ticket to Honolulu on June 12, 2024, using a prepaid credit card. He informed his physical therapist he would be taking a break from rehabilitation sessions.
He going to handle business.
On June 20th, 2024, Honolulu Police Department officer.
My boy got strong enough in rehabilitation to stand on business. My boy going to stand on business. You know what? I'm finna take a break right quick. I'm strong enough to stand on some business, bitch. These hoes got.
Officers responded to a call from a neighbor reporting a disturbance at Hinton's apartment on Kalakaua Avenue.
Took a bullet to the head. Boy, that nigga feeling like 50. That nigga feeling what? Nigga took a what?
They discovered Hinton's body in her living room.
I'm finna go handle
the medical examiner's report documented the cause of death as manual strangulation with defensive wounds on her hands and arms. DNA analysis identified skin cells under Hinton's fingernails matching Drayton's genetic profile.
So he strangled the hoe.
With defensive wounds on her hands and arms. 2024, Honolulu Police Department officers responded to a call from a neighbor reporting a disturbance at Hinton's apartment on Kalakaua. On June 20th, 2024, Honolulu Police Department officers responded to a call from a neighbor reporting a disturbance at Hinton's apartment on Kalakaua Avenue. They discovered Hinton's body in her living room. The medical examiner's report documented the cause of death as manual strangulation with defensive wounds on her hands and arms. DNA analysis identified skin cells under Hinton's fingernails matching Drayton's genetic profile. Surveillance footage from Hinton's apartment building captured a man matching Drayton's description entering the building at 8:42 p.m. and leaving at 9:27 p.m. on the night of her death. Honolulu authorities issued an arrest warrant for Drayton, but he had vanished, with no record of departure from the island through commercial transportation.
Because that boy gone.
The parallel investigations into Jelani Drayton's shooting and Naima Hinton's murder converged in late 2024, bringing closure to a case that had spanned more than 2 years across multiple jurisdictions. What began as an apparent robbery in St. Louis ultimately connected to a homicide in Honolulu through a web of evidence that investigators painstakingly assembled. Arrest warrant for Drayton, but he had vanished, with no record of departure from the island through commercial transportation. The parallel investigations into Jelani Drayton's shooting and Naima Hinton's murder converged in late 2024, bringing closure to a case that had spanned more than 2 years across multiple jurisdictions. What began as an apparent robbery in St. Louis ultimately connected to a homicide in Honolulu through a web of evidence that investigators painstakingly assembled. The breakthrough came in September 2024 when a severe thunderstorm dislodged crucial evidence. A Glock 9mm handgun was recovered from a neighbor's roof near the original crime scene. Forensic analysis confirmed it was the weapon used in Jelani's shooting, with 6 bullets matching those removed from his body during surgery. More significantly, the gun bore Naima Hinton's fingerprints. Further investigation revealed that Terrell Lyman, an associate of Naima's with a minor criminal record, had illegally purchased the firearm through a straw buyer arrangement at a gun show in Illinois in January 2022. When confronted with the evidence, Lyman provided a sworn statement confirming that he had given the weapon to Naima several weeks before the shooting as part of their plan to stage a robbery and file a fraudulent insurance claim. She needed money badly, Lyman stated in his official testimony. The plan was never supposed to involve shooting anyone, especially not Jelani. She told me afterward that things went wrong when he fought back. Hospital records from Barnes Jewish Hospital, where Jelani had spent 3 months recovering from his injuries, contained another disturbing piece of evidence. Nurse Kanaya Tavon had documented an unusual incident in May 2022 when she discovered Naima attempting to disconnect Jelani's ventilator during a late-night visit. Hospital security had escorted Naima from the premises, but no charges were filed at that time as Jelani remained unconscious and unable to provide testimony. Meanwhile, in Honolulu, Detective Terrell Jakes led the investigation into Naima Hinton's June 19, 2024 strangulation death at the Ala Moana Hotel. The autopsy conducted by Dr. Michelle Kamahele revealed defensive wounds on Naima's hands and arms, with DNA samples collected from beneath her fingernails matching Jelani Drayton. Flight records confirmed that Jelani had arrived in Oahu on June 18, 2024, and departed on June 21, 2024. Hotel security footage showed Jelani entering Naima's room at 9:47 p.m. on June 19th and leaving at approximately 10:35 p.m. Naima's body was discovered the following morning by housekeeping staff after she failed to check out as scheduled. The Honolulu Police Department coordinated with St. Louis authorities, leading to Jelani's arrest in Missouri on September 10, 2024. Prosecutors charged Jelani with second-degree murder while simultaneously closing the investigation into his own shooting by posthumously implicating Naima. The case went to trial on November 15, 2024, at the St. Louis Circuit Court with Judge Raymond Ortiz presiding. Prosecutor Latrice Fulton presented the state's case, arguing that Jelani had traveled to Hawaii with the premeditated intent to kill Naima as revenge for his shooting and near-death experience. This was a calculated act of vengeance, Fulton told the jury during opening statements. Mr. Drayton tracked Ms. Hinton to Hawaii and confronted her in her hotel room with the express purpose of taking her life. Defense counsel Zuri Drayton, no relation to the defendant, constructed a different narrative. What happened in that hotel room was not murder, but self-defense, she countered. The defense presented evidence of defensive bruising on Jelani's forearms and introduced a critical piece of evidence overlooked in the initial investigation, a kitchen knife found near Naima's body bearing her fingerprints. Jelani testified in his own defense, stating, "I went there to confront her, to get answers about why she shot me. I needed to hear it from her. When I told her I knew what she had done, she grabbed a knife from her luggage and came at me. We struggled, and I was just trying to stop her from stabbing me." The defense established that Jelani had no prior criminal record and had been employed as an accounting specialist at Meridian Financial Services before the shooting left him partially disabled. Character witnesses testified to his nonviolent nature and community involvement. After 7 days of testimony and a week of deliberation, on December 20, 2024, the jury returned a verdict of not guilty, accepting the self-defense claim. Naima Hinton faced no trial for her role in Jelani's shooting due to her death, though the St. Louis District Attorney's Office formally closed the case by listing her as the perpetrator.
And that's why they let his ass out, because they know shit, man. Hey, bro. Hey, man, we get it, dog. We get it. They said, hey, dog, we get it. Even if it wasn't self-defense, nigga, we get it. They said, we get it, nigga. They said, we definitely get it, nigga. That bitch tried to kill you for some insurance money and flew the whole Hawaii with her side, nigga. Before you was even in the before you was even declared dead, she had a side nigga the whole time. And she tried to kill you. Went there to confront her. We know she tried to kill you. We know she tried to finish the job. You talking about you trying to confront her. We know that. We know she gonna try to kill your ass again. She just shot you 6 times, nigga. She shot you in your head. When you got on work. Damn, bro. Damn, shit. Hey, man. You can live your life, you know what I'm saying? I know it ain't gonna be the same, you feel me? You ain't got shit, probably. Damn, bro. Nigga ain't got shit but a whole bunch of medical bills. He was technically still married to her, so what the money that she had, he should get that still. Do he get that? What the money she had and all the shit. I guess he got a spot in Hawaii. I guess he gotta move to Hawaii, huh? Guess he got a spot out there. He got a goddamn transition. He gotta do something. I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, it was just a spot for temporary. Like it wasn't no. It's at a motel, hotel, like damn, bitch, what, apartment, hotel, apartment. That shit crazy. That shit ridiculous. Fuck it. I'm finna get on the game because I need some game therapy after this bullshit. Yeah. This was a bit this is somewhat of a, I guess it fits the holiday. Happy Memorial Day. I guess it would fit the holiday. We remember some people, some fucked up situations and some shit that went on. And I don't even know how I started this shit. Oh shit, this shit started 2.5 hours ago. I was talking about Mase and Akademiks. I done got down reacted to all this shit. And now it's a new day. It's almost 3 in the morning. Game therapy. You know what we finna do? 2K. I'm finna go drop some niggas off right quick. Matter of fact, am I gonna stay on? I might just stay on here. I'm gonna just end it on this one. I might just end it on this one. Yo. Before we get to tipping off, damn, bro, my neck's fucked up. I'm probably just gonna try to beat these niggas if I don't win. I don't look like I'm finna win. I'm finna quit this game. Cause these niggas ain't gonna beat me like that. I'm not gonna. Man, that shit says some bullshit. It shouldn't even say it on this channel. Yeah, that shit just did some fuck shit. Bitch. Bitch, stop talking that shit. Saga nigga dick buzz a truck fit. Outside for the 10 Wayne's Bros. 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 You better outside for the 10 Wayne's Bros. Oh shit. Maybe I need to stretch that out. Need to stretch that out right there, boy. Shit. Alright, we're gonna end that too. We just going on home, ain't live.